Yeah, we didn't see this one. Over 20 minutes of things you forgot about. Rainbow Six Siege, narrated by Patrick Rubin, part 2. I think we didn't see this one. Yeah, this was part 2. We didn't see the part 2.
More things you might not remember about old Siege. Capital used to have a scope on his LMG. This sight was honestly super underrated and is one of the cleanest and best looking scopes we've had.
That shit looks like ass.
It's still in the game, but only for DMRs, and it's now
Whoa, preying on your downfall in the tourney, brother. See, bro, maybe this is why I get first rounded. When I have like generations of people hating and like preying on my loss, maybe that affects like some black magic. Yo, whoever's doing black magic, bro, cut it out this tourney. That ass. Chill that black magic shit out.
0.5 zoom instead of 3. Thermiting the classroom wall on Old Oregon so you could get both the wall and the hatch in one go.
Oh, yo, I remember that.
Laundry.
I remember that chat.
The hatch was open. The attackers won the round. The Twitch Prime Alpha packs.
What the fuck? Twitch Prime Alpha packs.
This was a cool idea, even though everyone got the same thing and everything in the packs were mediocre at best.
They had Twitch Prime Alpha
packs? But they should bring these back in some way with better cosmetics.
They should bring these back.
Jaeger used to have 31 in a mag instead of 26. Even after they
See, now, why are you guys being racist, bro? I said chill with... Alright, bro, you guys are weird.
ACOG, his primary was still really good.
You're 2.0 mate? I didn't have no stacks in 1.0, bro.
Sometimes when you would do any action, like
I was a gunner at 1.0.
You would just randomly teleport. No clue what caused this. Zophia's AR was one of the best in the game. No recoil, good mag size, and solid ADS speed. Not only was her AR really good, but she was a
Ella
two-speed,
and Zofia
so
was nasty.
It's kind of crazy how good she used to be.
Alright, Brenda, I see how it is, bro.
Primaries and secondary
I'll see you on Fort Lottie, Brenda.
She had 4 stuns.
I'm pulling up on you with nunchucks.
She could self-revive and was a 2-speed. Ella and Zofia used to be more resistant to each other's concussions. They would recover twice as fast compared to any other operator.
Why, though?
The reason for this is something to do with the lore that the Polish sisters have been hit by this effect so many times, they've become more resistant to it.
So they got abused when they were little kids.
Used to do 10 damage when you would step in one, as well as 8 damage per tick. They were also cloaked, so step.
Yo, Legion was nasty back then. His mines were invisible.
They had the Russian Reflex, Red Dot, Hollow, and ACOG.
Chalk that.
They are still in the game, of course, but now anyone can use them. Back when Siege launched, they had no anti-cheat at all. And believe it or not, they actually do have one now. Although who knows if it's turned on.
What?
I know I've showed off that you can break
on God brand? Okay.
But what I forgot to show was after breaking the drone, trying to activate it would actually crash the server. The shadow figure glitch. No clue what caused this one to happen.
What the fuck? He's propped it up like Mike Myers.
While T-posing around the map, and you were just a shadow figure. Even after you croaked, your body would be stuck like that. The bird box glitch.
The bird box!
Prepare your eyes for this one because there's going to be a lot
of What the fuck is this?
For whatever reason, shooting at a soft wall with a ton of ammo would cause your screen to bug out and you literally couldn't see anything. Defenders could just change a setting to fix it, but for whatever reason, attackers couldn't. So obviously this was super broken and ranked.
What is happening?
The invincible Monty glitch. If you threw a drone and dropped your shield at the same time, you would basically become
invincible based on comic book.
Had to sneak that one in. But yeah, this was another game-breaking glitch. Getting under the map downstairs on old Hereford base. This made attacking impossible. The only way this
was in the game
was sticking slightly out of the ground.
Yo, ranked was unplayable back then.
Before, which was crazy. But there was a point where any op with a deployable shield could do it. Defending third floor in favela when you played secure area. Shout out to Geeking from my Discord for sending me the clip.
Shout out Geeking, shout out Geeking, chat.
Chaotic because any wall could be opened with thermite, or if a teammate didn't reinforce.
What the fuck is down the wall?
There wasn't a reinforcement pool yet. Sitting in that little closet on Chalet.
And you do spins.
This was a nice little spot to defend.
Oh no, I'm tripping.
Through the back was
either the
hatch or the wine door.
Only OGs know if you go in that little closet and you start doing spin arounds, bro, the whole game crashes.
You had to make
sure
only
the OGs know that, bro.
Closed,
I'm telling you.
You used to need
I'm not
to
OG
hit
though.
In the head with Echo's yokai drone in order for it to work.
That
and it most certainly did, since it made your screen all wobbly and you were basically stumbling around blind. Mute's jammer used to have a very bright red outline when you were going to put down a mute. It also covered much more of an area. I think it was 3 reinforcements. When you were dilly-dallying not picking an operator, it would just auto-pick recruit for you every time, on both attacking and defending. When Zofia's withstand was taken out shortly after that one moment in Pro League, this had the whole...
Wait, since when was this a team? What the fuck? Yo, Nave played with users? No fucking way. I did not know that.
Community divided. Getting stuck in the infinite hatch drop. Not sure if this was the servers, or just the game itself. Was
Oh!
but when you dropped down a hatch, you would just infinitely fall and teleport.
Look at
back
King
up.
George.
Kind of like when you're playing Portal. Climbing
Yo,
up on this
King
rock
George
on
looks
Old Chalet
young.
would just send you falling out of the map. Once you
What up,
hopped
KG?
over, that was all she wrote for you, because you just hit a barrier that would cause you to cry.
Bro,
Dokubo
wait.
couldn't call-
Why did they take away the Zofia withstand? That was perfectly balanced. I think because didn't like a pro clutch with it one time, so they just took it off. That's insane, bro.
Echo. Since Echo used the little gadget on his wrist to control cameras, he wouldn't get a call. Now he has a random phone he pulls out. Sometimes when you would thermite a wall, it just wouldn't fully open. I'm not sure if this still
What?
happens, because personally I haven't
That's
seen
my
this
luck,
one.
yo. That's my luck. That us. Oh, so it's still a glitch. Classic.
Another random glitch that I'm not sure what even caused it was the weird spectating glitch. Like in this clip, I was spectating my friend.
guy
And he
hacking?
vaults a window and teleports across the map.
fuck
Being
was
able
that,
to knife
bro?
someone through a mirror window. If they got too close, they could
Oh!
through it. Defenders used to randomly fuse together with a reinforcement. It worked like a reinforcement too, making them partially bulletproof.
What?
No clue what caused this, but it was pretty funny. For whatever reason, they changed the sound of the SMG-12 for a little bit. This is what it sounded like.
Yeah, I'm getting pushed.
Ugh!
He's around the building.
That sounds like
Compared to what it
dog
sounded
shit.
like originally, and now
Good thing they
currently.
changed that.
Mute
Yo,
used to be
why
a
does the
two-speed,
gun do
but he
that?
didn't
Zigzags.
have the SMG-11. His jammers were definitely a lot stronger too. They covered way more of a radius.
So they just
I
nerf
think
all
of
my
the
ops,
three
huh?
walls.
Mute,
The
Legion,
old operator
nonstop.
logos during Operation Chimera.
Bro, what? How many ops is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 15, 19, 18, 19, 1, 4, 6, 19, bro. 8, 2. Damn, bro. How many? 21 ops? Damn, bro. Yo, Siege must have been, bro. Siege must have been boring back then, no? Yo, Siege was probably dead boring back then. Yo, they only had 21 ops. I mean, bro, and half these ops are dog shit. Nobody's going Blackbeard, bro. This was when Blackbeard was shit, I'm pretty sure. Nobody's going Blackbeard, nobody's going Fuse, nobody's going Glass, bro. So it was like realistically like 15.
I kind of like these better since they have more color and are a bit
Damn,
more
bro.
vibrant. Getting under the map on Yacht.
Yo, don't make fun of my
Personally never
Spanish,
did
mama
this one, but it
huevo.
seemed
Don't make
like
fun
it
of my
was really
Spanish.
easy to do. All you needed to do was prone into the ice and you'd fall under
What
the
the
map.
fuck?
Both sides couldn't shoot each other, so it was just for fun.
Yo!
The Chimera theme and menu. I
Wait, Blackbeard is
definitely
OP?
miss this, and I think Ubisoft should let you customize
Oh,
the
this is
theme.
my first season! This is my first season. Hey, Chad, it's my first season.
The hatches used to be double the size in the alpha. Still
What the fuck? That ain't no, bro. That's a trap door, the size of a fucking shed.
not big enough to fit gridlock through it, though.
Yo!
They would need to be the size of the entire map.
What?
When Alibi and
See, I'm
Maestro
not that
first came
OG.
out, their shotgun was buckshot instead of slugs. This was obviously before Azami, but it would have been interesting to see how she would have played with it. I'm not 100% sure about
What
this
the
one,
fuck?
but I think you used to be able to hear enemy callouts, like someone saying reloading, or Smoke saying babes in position. This is the only clip I could find of hearing.
What map
enemies,
is this,
but
dog?
it's just them reinforcing.
What map is this? Oh, it's Cafe.
There was a window next to the reading door and pillar that would give you a crazy angle all the way into mining and train.
Damn,
And
Cafe
this
was
great
trash
because
back
it was the
then.
most popular secure area.
Chad, new or old Cafe?
Cav's pistol used to have 16 in a mag instead of 13.
Shit.
Cav's old pistol was actually insanely strong, especially when they changed the
Hey,
recoil
only OGs know. Actually, never mind.
on all the pistols. She would
Not gonna say
dominate the
that.
lower rank lobbies.
Not
That
gonna say
little
that.
connector between dining and main lobby that everyone would fill with barbed wire and traps. was
Ah,
almost
old
always a
Chalet was
frost mat there.
garbage.
If you stood in this specific spot on Favela next to this
What
plant, you would just die. The exhibition side of Skyscraper was very small and condensed.
Yo.
Dragon also wasn't a thing. It was just
Since
a
when did
wall
Sky
that
get a
led to
rework?
outside. The mini bar was moved up a little more, and in the actual exhibition room,
Oh, I do
if you
remember
broke the
this.
glass, an alarm would go off. How good the M1014 was. This thing would put people down
my
so
shot?
fast, and was actually viable on a lot of maps because it was so condensed.
Damn, bro, it's like a
in the
two
Goat Macy
bullet.
J's clip I'm showing here. It was ridiculous on plane. I mentioned in a previous video about this little connector on Old Chalet and how it was always filled with traps. but I forgot to mention how people would always hide in the bushes on each side, relying on your teammates to
What map is
reinforce
this?
the favela football apartment
Favela.
site. Otherwise, the attackers could just spray through the wall at headshot level and get a free pick. On Old Border, there was no balcony connecting break room and east stairs. The only way out of the break room was impacting and dropping down if you couldn't push through CCTV.
Damn.
During the alpha, there were hit markers. And I'm not talking about when you kill someone. I mean when you actually hit someone. Instead of bar being all one bomb site, it was stocks and bar. So you could just plant right at the stocks door, making
what?
defense almost
It was
impossible.
stock too?
There was honestly
Gang,
no
you're
reason
not
to
an
ever
OG?
choose this side.
How do I tell you guys I'm an
Unless you were just
OG,
messing
bro?
around.
I'm an OG.
Back when
I started when
Hostage was
Lion
ranked,
came out.
You just pile all the
That's
traps,
OG, no?
shields, and barbed wire around the hostage. It was an easy way to win rounds and rank up.
Yo,
back in
barbed
the day.
wire was
How
nasty.
dark old theme park was.
Ooh.
Vigil and Cav were crazy on this map.
Nah, bro. Imagine getting theme park at like 3 a.m., bro. Just straight vibe kill.
You
Look at that. Look how dark
could
this
basically
looks.
hide in any corner because the lighting was so bad, especially on the night version. It was honestly like playing a horror game on attack. Ella's shotty was one of the best shotties on defense. If you swung anyone even from a slight distance, you were putting
That thing
them
was
right in
insane,
the dirt
bro.
coffin.
Now, the
On Old
LAR was
Oregon,
better,
when you played
though.
secure, you could contest the basement site from the stairs. So it was either a standoff
What?
until someone peeked, or if you had a teammate up, they'd go and flank since you had unlimited time. In the closed alpha, shield ops could aim with their shield up. This would have been outrageous if they launched like this.
Whoa!
You used to be able to shoot through the little grates that were on the
I
bomb
do
chests.
remember this.
Like in this clip, if you paired it with a shield, it led
remember
to some
that.
crazy peaks.
I do not
On
remember
Old
that
House,
angle,
you
though.
could climb up on the shed outside and look right into master window. This was great because people weren't really aware of things like this when the game first came out, so you could really take advantage of it. Some of Hibana's pellets sometimes just wouldn't go off. As seen in the GOAT Anthony Pitt's Hibana video, this was right after Operation Health. You only needed one
Yo, I
Hibana.
heard, for all the OGs in the chat, like true OGs, I heard one of my boys told me that Operation Health is the most glitchy season of all time. Is that true, chat? Is that true? Yes or no?
Pellet to break hatches.
'Cause I didn't play Health.
This was great because you could hot drop the hatch while taking minimal damage.
Yo, chat.
Doing this with all 5 attackers was
Someone
so much
tell
fun.
Spoit to draft
Sledge
me,
used
bro,
to be a
please. I wanna play with
2-speed, and
Spoit.
He had the SMG-11. I don't really understand why Sledge got nerfed so much. He was probably one of the most balanced operators of old Siege. He's
I don't
still
see
great
why
now,
Sledge gets
but he
nerfed
was
too.
for sure
They
better
should-
before.
Sledge should get
Getting
his
in between
SMG-11
the
back.
floors on bank. If you crawled under a certain part of the desk in main lobby, you would end up in between the floors, and you could shoot anyone that went into lockers. Spawn peeking with Tachanka's turret was crazy because you were almost invincible since you were covered.
This kid has a 3 KD in PC lobbies. You think he's cheating? I mean, if it's not me, bro, that kid's cheating.
By the shield and
100%.
windowsill.
100%.
The Ella mine in the drone hole on Old
That kid's hacking his
Skyscraper.
ass off, bro.
Of course I learned this trick from the GOAT
Shit.
Macy J, but you would throw a mine in the
Oh,
drone
this
hole,
is some Macy
wait for
J
it to pop
tech.
and hop out the
This is
prepped
some
window
actual
for a
Macy
free
J
pick.
tech, bro.
A double down on secure area. This can still happen, but only in casual, so I'm talking about the intense rank
What do you
mode.
do?
When you would trade with someone on the secure site,
How do you
and
get
you would
added?
try and slow your bleed out faster than the other guy.
I don't know.
This was super intense if it was the final round of a ranked match. There used to be 2 hatches in meeting on Old Oregon.
What?
The hatch that's no longer there dropped into the hallway.
Whoa!
Good for cutting people off. Imagine how different current Oregon would
There
be
was
played if they had
who?
a hatch in the basement hallway.
Wait,
I've
Oregon was
talked
like
about how you could take
attacker-sided
people out in
then.
the prep phase with Twitch's drone, but I didn't mention that it couldn't jump. Alls it took was a deployable shield in a doorway to stop it from getting into sight. The Void Edge theme, that's all that needs to be said.
Yo, Void Edge has the best champ charm, bro. The Void Edge one or the Ember Rise. Those were the 2 fire, bro. The Void Edge, I wish I got the champ one. I got Diamond and Void Edge. I could not hit champ, bro. I just gave up. It's the Earth. It's the Earth, chat. Yo, what is this bald idiot doing? Yo. What the fuck is he doing? Oh, is this when he blew up?
On the test server,
This
a
might
while
have been when he
back,
blew up.
They let Oryx jump up the rooftop hatches. It would be really interesting. if
Whoa!
they could get this in. Believe it or not, Jackal mains used to exist. They are
should keep
super
that.
rare nowadays since he's banned in about 80% of the ranked games that are played.
No, he's not, bro.
But back before pick and ban, you would see a Jackal in almost every match.
That is true,
When
that is
Tachanka
true.
got his rework, they were originally going to give him the Zofia withstand. But I don't even think this made it to the test server. Ying's Candelas used to go off as soon as you threw them. Basically, they worked opposite of how they do now. But you could toss all of them into a
Bro,
room
chat,
and blind
Ying's
everyone all at
underrated.
once. The basement on Old
Yo,
Canal
Ying
used to
should be
look way
played
different.
more.
Instead of yellow stairs and scuba, There was just a wall
What the
and a
fuck? What
doorway
map is
that went
this?
right to outside.
What map is this?
One way up and down for the
Scuba?
defenders. No little downstairs part with the ladders
Dog,
either.
is this
And of
Hereford?
course, the lighting looked different too. That peak where you would look out
What
from
map is
second
that?
floor laundry on Old Hereford.
Canal.
It would give you an
Oh.
angle all the way
Oh yeah,
down
look, I
on the
should have
people
knew
in the
that.
trench.
Scuba.
And also look at how bouncy the old Jaeger recoil was. The Mute Protocol event glitch. This glitch pretty much sucked all the
What?
fun out of this game mode, which was honestly pretty sad that
we got
people were doing this in
drilled.
a limited time event.
He's eating the
To
frost
explain
map.
the Mute Protocol glitch a little bit more for the people who don't know about it, basically wherever your drone went, that's where you went, and for whatever reason, when you threw your drone under the
Bro,
map, when your
what?
drone finally broke,
Bro, you gotta be a loser to do this shit in a mute protocol, bro. Thanks for the sub, Lewis.
you would be invisible and invincible. This pretty much ruined the event, which is sad because it was actually fun. On Coastline, you used to be able to hop up on the tarps and look into hookah right from spawn. I
What?
think you can still
Oh, I
use
remember
the shield,
this.
but I'm not
No
100%
way.
Sure. But
Dog,
obviously
I
this
remember
method
one of
was
my
very
IRLs
easy.
would take this
Speaking
route
of
every
Coastline,
single
instead of a wall
time he'd
going
take
into
that
VIP,
route.
It was a window.
Every single
So it was a
round.
great spot to cut
Wait, that
defenders
just unlocked
off
a
from
memory I
back to
forgot
side.
about.
Shout out to Katja for getting me this clip. But it used to be 3 maps.
Hold on, who's
instead
that
of 5
baddie
for
though? Who's that?
the pick and ban phase.
Who is that?
So sometimes you would play the
I'm
same
trolling,
map
bro,
multiple
before-
times in
before,
a row,
like-
in this clip.
Don't say
Head
she's
glitching this
12, bro.
little
I already know
rooftop
what you
on
guys are
old
gonna say. She's
skyscraper
14.
lets
Yep,
you see
see
the balcony
exactly.
on the other side.
See, I know
This
you
was a
guys.
great
See,
spot
I knew
to
you
hop
guys
out
were gonna
for
say that, bro.
defenders. The old holographic sight used to look different. It was smaller, and the reticle was a little bit brighter.
She's not petite,
Here's
bro.
a side-by-side comparison of the current one versus the old
Oh, the
one.
new Hollow's
The
dog
vibes
shit.
of nighttime favela. This
What?
map may not have played well, but it was
This
one
is
of my
Brazil.
favorite night maps to play
No way.
on, just to see the fireworks and hear all the sounds in the background. But shout out to Verge Poland from my Discord for getting
Bro, I'm
me
trying
this
to do
clip.
IRL in the
The
favelas.
suppressor used to have damage drop off.
Yo, chat,
no
we
matter
should do
what
a
weapon it
prank.
was equipped to.
Yo, we should do an IRL stream. We should prank the people in the favelas. We should go up to them and like push them and like, you know, just fuck with them and shit. And be like, fuck the favelas. Chat, you think that would go good? You think that would be a good IRL? And just like throw up like, I don't know, throw up USA or some shit. Be like, yep, USA on top.
Except for Cav's pistol, of course. Suppressors weren't nearly as viable as they are
That'd be a
now.
funny prank.
This is a little nitpicky, but I miss being able to
We might
revive
get
your
like
teammates after the
RPG'd,
round
but
ended. I don't know if this was supposed to
that'd
be
be a
in the
good clip.
game or not, but in the reveal trailer, the defenders could move the hostage around the map. I think this would have been a
Oh.
cool idea if
That
they
would have
had
been
this
cool.
feature, but only after the attackers
Damn, breedable
grabbed
as
them.
fuck.
How difficult old knifing used to be. I've talked about it before a bit, but I never mentioned how you needed to be in someone's back pocket to actually knife them.
They should have
Like
kept
that
it like
Ash
that.
Soul,
They should have kept it
because
like
she tried
that.
to knife me in this
Now
clip.
you can knife kids across
They
the map.
disabled the mute protocol to fix the invisible and invincible glitch, and when they added it back in, there was still another glitch where you could get in the ceiling. Unfortunately, this just ruined the game mode altogether. The
Classic.
alibi Prisma spot on border. If you threw a Prisma out through the roof right in this spot, the Prisma would activate in a spot where no attackers could get to it. So the attackers
How
would
do you
constantly
find
see
this
enemy
out?
detected outside.
Like,
making it
how
much
do you
easier to
learn
run
this?
out. Jaeger's ADS used to have multiple charges per gadget, but when you
Oh, I
burnt
had
through
three,
all
I had
of them,
three, I had
that was
three.
the end of that ADS. But if you had them stacked, the attackers had to burn so much utility
only
to
had
get
two?
through.
I'm a
Jackal
fake
had flashes
OG.
when he first came out, so not only was it annoying,
Jackal had flashes?
but having 3 flashes fly in the room and being full blind while he knows exactly where you are was the worst. In the reveal trailer, they showed off how you could breach any part of the floor, and it would open up like it was a hatch. Could you imagine how crazy this would be if you could just open up the entire floor, like you could in the Grand
That
Wars
would
in the
not be
game
good,
mode?
no.
This isn't really that old. But Vigil had a 1.5 for a very
Oh.
small amount of time.
The
only gameplay of this is from
1.5
Coconut
scope,
Raw,
bro.
But this would have been crazy if it made it. On Old Oregon, you could hide
What made you wear glasses? Yo, bro, what? I don't even wear glasses, you fucking goof.
inside these piled up desks
Yo,
and
what?
chairs.
And how did
You were
Cavi get
practically
there?
invisible, and this was a great spot for
I wear
Cav.
contacts.
The pistol was still crazy, and it was so easy to see out of. The old somersault glitch or movement. Not
We
really sure
doing
what to
flips
call
and
this
shit.
one. It was pretty funny though. You had to keep switching prone positions, where your legs go in front of you and behind you. There used to be a hatch in the upstairs hallway on Bank.
What?
This made defense on open area even more difficult since this hatch cut off so many different spots for
There
defenders
was
to
a
see and
hatch in
move
the
around.
middle of the fucking
The old Oregon
hallway.
attic had a whole
How?
different layout.
That map.
Instead of extending out, it
What
was
map is
closed off with
this?
2 walls, but it had a ladder that
I'm a
went
fake
into
OG,
meeting.
I'm gonna admit it.
Also, the window that was
I'm
just
gonna
a
admit it.
small rectangle, perfect for Blackbeard. but there was no
Bro,
window you
chat,
could hop
stop
into.
acting hood, bro.
Monty used to have
Chat,
3
you guys aren't a
smokes,
real killer
and
like
this
me,
was when the
bro.
smokes used to look
Chat, stop
different,
acting
too.
hood, dog.
But the smoke and
Or
plant
we're
used
gonna
to
have
go
problems.
crazy with all these smokes. There was a glitch on old Clubhouse where you could rappel backwards up into an AC unit on the roof, and it would push you down onto that part of
You
the
guys
catwalk
acting
you're not
thugs,
supposed
like
to get
thugs.
onto.
When I'm the
That
real
spot on
thug.
yacht where you could hide inside
I'm
the
a
pipes
slime,
in
you
the
heard?
subroom. The lighting was really
Big
bad,
ol'
so
block.
it was nearly impossible to see someone in here unless you already knew about the spot.
What?
You could destroy Hibana's pellets through a mirror window, stopping her from
What?
breaking it if you were fast enough. And this was
Is this
before
Barley
you could
you?
crack the mirror window.
Oh, that's
When
Canal.
switching through cameras, the broken ones would still be there, and they would just be that TV snow effect. The change to cameras was honestly a great one. Servers on Old Canal wasn't as tucked away as it is now. There was only one
Yo,
hallway
look
in
how
the front, and green
man,
stairs.
they gotta bring the shit back, bro. Why is there no skill gap in this game no more, bro? Back then the movement was so like quick and fast, bro.
Didn't
The
exist
skill gap
yet.
was crazy.
It was just an outside
Now it's just
balcony.
like slow and
There were also
and
windows
blocky.
all over the site. Attackers could just repel and see right in. There used to be no reverse friendly fire, so if you team killed twice, you would just automatically get kicked, as seen in the Goat Tio's video. This can still happen, but only if you kill multiple teammates with an
what?
explosive. Tachanka's old operator video when you'd unlock him. Since he
Nobody
got reworked,
uses
it's
this
no
op,
longer
bro.
in the
Stop
game,
showing
which
us.
is kind of sad since he still uses his LMG even though it's not mounted. The
Tachanka, bro,
Madhouse
I
event.
don't know. They gotta
This was one of the
buff the
first
shitty
events
ass
that
ops in
Siege
the
had,
game.
and it was fun for spooky
Chad, does
season.
Tachanka deserve a
It was
buff,
just a
yes or
game
no?
of
What do you guys
casual
think?
on house with a spooky theme and dark lighting. They also put out some really cool skins for
Oh,
this
that's
event.
fire.
The old mannequins on
That's
Clubhouse.
actually fire.
They actually looked like people and were a nice little spot
No,
to
it
hide behind as a
doesn't.
defender, especially with the old lighting. On Old Oregon, it was actually viable.
They
to
should give
flank
Tachanka
Jones' window
nades,
from a small
bro.
tower as a defender,
Give him nades.
since the window was in a different spot, and the runout time was still a generous 2 seconds. You used to need to wait for Cav's silent step to fully recharge to use it again, which was around 8 seconds. Not too bad,
Oh,
but only having to
shit.
wait half of that now is much better. I've
Oh,
talked about Glaz's
shit.
gun before, but I never mentioned how he only had 11 rounds in a mag. He also could only use the Russian sight.
Glaz
and he
is
couldn't use
balanced.
a grip, although he didn't really need one. Ace's Selma charge used to have 3 charges instead of 2.
Yep, nades on
which
defense,
allowed attackers
motherfucker.
to walk right in only using
Whoa!
if it was placed in the
Ace
right
had
spot,
3!
rather than needing to vault or crouch your way in.
Ace was like
Vigil's old
thermite.
ability. This is a pretty recent change, but this guy keeps asking for me to mention this on every video, so this is for you, Ghost Guy. Vigil used to completely cloak him from drones, but any
I still
action would
see
take him
him.
out of his ability. Now he's more similar to Knock. Smoke used to have impacts, which were another great thing to help him counter shields after he lost
Smoke
his nitro cell.
impacts?
When the map ban used to be 3 maps instead of 5, no matter what.
Hey, shout out the Ubisoft dev that made it 5, by the way. Nobody wants 3 maps. Chat, 3 or 5, which one? I think 5 because you could get better maps.
It would always be the map to the left that was picked. So
Wait, that
basically, you
ass?
could straight up pick the map you
Why they
wanted.
banning border though?
This led
Why are they banning border? Fucking idiots!
to only like 4 to 5
Fuck was
maps being
that?
played all the time. There was a weird glitch on secure area if the enemy was basically almost done securing the site. But the defenders killed everyone. It would still give the win to attackers. This was
Oh.
tragic, especially after an all-time clutch. There was only one color for all the optics.
Why'd they ban
which was
border,
red,
bro? That just got me
except for
mad.
the reflex sight, which was the only sight that was green. I've talked about the gridlock-sized hatches before, but I didn't show how shotties couldn't open up hatches. You needed to
What?
use a C4, and it would only open up half of it, and this was also before impact
That is
grenades were a thing.
crazy.
Operation Shifting Tides
I
was
remember
the first
that,
season
bro.
to not have the iconic 5 notes played in the intro, since both Callie and Wama
Yo, I
are members
remember
of
that,
Nighthaven
dog.
and not Rainbow. These are the 5 notes I'm talking about. Being able to reload cancel. This was
Whoa,
crazy
I
because
mean,
you would
hey,
wait
I
for
don't
the
mind that. I don't mind that.
and swing someone only
I don't
for
mind
them to
that.
be aimed right at your head since they
I
canceled
forgot
their
about
reload.
that.
Before Cade was a thing, the way
Can
to
we
stop
please
people
get the
from opening
1.5s
the hatch
back,
on
bro?
Old Oregon was by putting a mute jammer on the table in laundry. You could also do this for the other hatch in the hallway if you climbed up on these boxes.
What?
Keeping these hatches closed was crucial. Those bars on the vault window and bank that would sometimes prevent you from shooting whoever was behind them. On Clubhouse, you could just vault up onto the other
Oh, that's
Doing
a
this with
sweaty
Vigil was
angle.
crazy since not many
That is
people
a
knew you could do
sweaty
this.
ass angle, chat.
Tactical realism. This was a custom game feature that was sadly removed, I guess because it wasn't
Motherfucker
popular.
Jada Mag.
But
Hello?
in tactical realism, you had very limited HUD. You couldn't tell the difference between your teammate and enemy, since there were no names or icons
Yo,
above their
imagine
head.
that.
If you reloaded with 15 bullets
1.5
left in
would
the mag,
kill the game
you'd
again?
lose those extra 15
What?
bullets. No objective was marked and you didn't see points for doing anything, and also no kill hit markers. This is something I'd really like to see return. The money heist event. It was just hostage on
Since when was this in the game? Wait.
bank.
Since when was that in the
Really like
game,
to see
bro?
return. The money heist event.
What? Bro, I do not remember this. I must took a break or some shit.
It was just hostage on bank, but it had some really cool.
Yo, is this still in the
And the theme
game?
for
This
event
outfit,
was
chat?
all-time goated.
Is that Hibana
I think
outfit in the
this was also
game?
one of Siege's first big crossovers that wasn't Ubisoft.
Yo,
There
rewatch
was a
the
glitch
vid.
in
I
Old
wasn't
Oregon,
here.
where if you planted next
Wanna
to the
restart
washer
vid
by
chat?
main stairs, defenders couldn't disable the diffuser.
Yo, my neck hurts and
This was
shit.
really random and didn't always happen, but was annoying when it did.
Hey everyone, this is actually me speaking, and I just want to say thank
Yeah?
you for not only making it all the way to the end of this video, but
Man,
thanks for all the
fuck
support on
you!
my previous video.
I'm
That
trolling.
was just honestly meant for all my TikTok followers.
W vid, bro.
Control all my videos, but
W
it ended
vid.
up blowing up, so that
You
was
can buy
pretty
that?
cool.
Oh,
I
shit.
also wanted to thank Jinxie for not only reviving Siege, but for reacting to my last video too.
Hey,
Shouting me
Jinxie
out.
react to
That was
this?
actually really cool of him to do.
W.
Yo, subscribe to that guy, Gazebo Meister. My
Yo,
boy
chat.
made a banger.
Everyone go sub. Yo, chat. Everyone go dislike Gazebo I'm trolling. Yeah, everyone go like in sub to Gazebo Meister. This guy's comp, bro.